right? Okay. There are two kinds of alone. The title of this part is Alone. And this is Psalm 139, 7 through 12. For the OCD people in the house, Psalm 139 has 24 verses, so it's 6, 6, 6, and 6. Aren't you glad of that? Yes, because I'm a little OCD. So this is verses 7 through 12. So there are two kinds of alone. Let's talk about the good alone for a bit. So the good alone is this. Are you ready? I'm going to sing at you for a minute. Okay, here's the good alone. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. You know the words? And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. That's definitely the good alone, right? I come to the garden alone. Charles Austin Miles wrote this in 1913. I couldn't believe that song was that old. This one-on-one communion with God our Father, just you alone with him. It's the best alone. No pauses, no interruptions, just you and him. And if you're as busy as I am, this type of alone never happens. Life gets in the way. Being a wife, a mother, our jobs, our leisure, all those things pull at our alone time with God. But he understands. He does miss those times, though. I'm currently working on an outline for a book called Learning to be a Mary in a Martha World. Sitting at Jesus' feet, the good alone is so important. Now let's talk about the bad alone. A bad alone is this. Maybe you know this song. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. I am not alone. I am not alone. You will go before me. You will never leave me. Do you know that song? Carrie Job sang this song 102 years after In the Garden. And it was the song that carried me many, many days after my husband passed away. Last summer, though, I had to refinance my house. My husband and I had bought and sold several houses, so I knew the process. I wasn't nervous about that. And I woke up that morning missing him terribly because I knew it would just be my signature on those documents. And I also knew my precious sister-in-law, who's up here on the front row, who is also my fabulous realtor, if you ever need one. I knew she wouldn't be there because this was just a refi and realtors don't have to be there. But I took comfort in the fact that my mortgage lender would be there. And this was the same lender that we had used for the last 2 home purchases, and I felt very comfortable with him. But on the way to the title company, he called and apologized that an emergency had come up and he couldn't make it. And I hung up the phone and burst into tears. I felt very alone. I knew God was with me. He's always there. but I felt so physically alone. It hadn't yet been a year since Bob had passed, and I still wasn't used to being alone. So I called Renisa. Do you remember that day? I still cry about it. But she said the perfect words to me. She talked me through it. She even offered to drop what she was doing and rush over there. I don't even remember now where it was, somewhere in Garland, I think. I don't know where I had to go. But she knew exactly what to say, and the words were from God himself. And I was able to sit through that refi and sign every document I had to sign, and I was okay. And I got back in my car and thanked the Lord that he was with me and I wasn't alone. That's the bad alone. So we're going to talk about alone, the good and the bad, and what that means to you.